Is YouTube finally going to fucking take their creators seriously? Are they changing their fucking ways? Is Google finally gonna stop being fucking evil? It's blowing my mind. My mind is blown. I don't know what the fuck is going on. As many of you know, I've been bitching. I've been bitching quite a bit. I've been bitching almost constantly on a regular fucking basis because I felt like as a small creator I could not possibly reach my full potential on YouTube. But right now I don't know what the fuck to think. I'm fucking confused as shit. I hope you weren't coming here thinking you were going to find some shit out, because that ain't happening. But I'm going to show you what has me confused, and then I'm going to give you some theories I may have, or some questions, or I don't know. And in the comments below, feel free to tell me what you think of all of this. So first of all, Jimmy Moore's channel's back. We don't know why. We don't know what fuck up led to him going over almost 3 weeks without his channel being available to everyone to see, without him being able to directly post videos. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. A lot of claims were because of the title of this video he got fucked. But wouldn't that warrant just a claim on that video, or a strike, or some kind of shit? No. Yeah, he lost the whole channel, suspended. Just like that. Is that what's going to happen every time you fuck up, with your keywords? Because, clearly it's not, there's nothing wrong with this video other than a poor choice of keywords that are blacklisted. Interesting. This is interesting stuff. And then just out of nowhere, with no explanation, no, hey, I'm sorry. And I'm looking forward to hear from Jimmy Moore on this. Did they apologize? I mean, is there a new video on here yet? I don't see one. But granted, he's supposed to be going on vacation or sabbatical or taking a break from all of this, and I can completely understand that, by the way. But yeah, we don't know. But it's back. YouTube, after carefully assessing whether or not he fucked up, has chosen to let us consume Jimmy Moore's videos. Now we can go back to not really watching them anyway. But still, the option is there now. Once again, it's something that we can do. It's great. Why? What the fuck? Why did you do it? Can we get some fucking communication? Can YouTube at least come out and say why you did this? Now, granted, this didn't blow up to a huge story because of the, there's not as many people who are into Jimmy Moore. There's a small fan base. He's got 15,000 YouTube subscribers for this channel. He's got a larger following for his book and his podcasts and audiobooks. Or audio podcast. I think he just podcasts. I don't know that he's done an audiobook. There might be an audiobook version of his books. But why? Why did this happen? We'll never fucking know. I'm so fucking confused as a creator right now, and I'm still, the most important thing to take away from this is I'm still not comfortable as a small creator on YouTube. I don't feel comfortable with what I can talk about. I don't feel comfortable with what I can show. Every time I post a video, I'm wondering if that's my last video on YouTube. They have done zero to communicate with me and other small YouTube creators to reassure us that we're not completely fucked. But they have given us some tools to evaluate if we are currently fucked in terms of how are we doing. And it defies reason or logic. I can't fucking figure out what to do or what not to do to please the algorithm gods to bless me with more eyeballs and views. I have some suspicions on what I've done to increase, but just out of nowhere, literally it feels like out of nowhere, like somehow for my channel a switch flipped. Now I know the first thing everyone's going to say, because it's my only logical conclusion as well, is that, oh, you pumped out more videos so the algorithm gave you more exposure. Could be true. Another theory that I know is going to come across the comments is, well, you don't suck anymore, you piece of shit. You made some good videos, and that's why your algorithm has blessed you, dickhead. So this is my dashboard right now, my analytics right now as it stands. And you can see here, I increased my video production. That's largely because of my generous contributors continue to fund the shit out of me making videos. Like I said, for every $20 up to 5 videos a week, anything over is a tip per the week. I'm already up to 3 videos for next week. So, it's okay. You don't have to, I can do 1 video a week. You don't have to fucking overload me with shit. But that being said, if I have to make 5 videos, I have to make 5 videos. And I'm doing so this week. I'm testing out some different methods to make it a little more efficient so I'm not, bringing myself to exhaustion levels to do it. And you're kind of like, this is a second video I'm filming in one day. First video should be already on YouTube for you to watch. That was the Are We All Slaves video. But this was like a light switch, like literally. Let me go back for 90 days here. 90 days, blah, 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 blah. And I started making more videos this week, and it was like blah, 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 blah. And then apparently I published 2 videos in one small deal. This is where the second week of me doing 5 videos. And lo and behold, it's like the light switch turned on. It's like, here you go. And I'm up 208 fucking subscribers. I have not seen this in over a year. Over a fucking year. Let's look back. Let's go 365 days. That's 1,000 subscribers for the year. So if we drop down to the last 28 days, I'm 100. I've done 1/10 in 28 days of a year. I'm getting more subscribers for no apparent fucking reason other than my views have gone up too. By 100, they've doubled according to this. 3 times the amount of watch time. And 3 times, well, 1.5 times. I don't know. Fucking math and shit. But these are not numbers I see on a month-to-month basis. My ad revenue's up. And it's starting to be up at a decent amount. Like, every day it seems to be up more. I keep waiting for it to be like, okay, well, we rewarded you. Now you're going back to mediocrity again. But at this rate, if I keep this growth going, ad revenue could become an actual income source like it used to be. Like half my income could be revenue. I don't know. I'm not fucking feeling safe about it. I'm not saying, oh, okay, thanks YouTube, thanks, thanks for fixing your shit. We're back to normal now. I'm by no means there yet. But, I have no fucking idea what is helping me get here, because I haven't really changed my tune all that much, other than I talk a little bit more about I am talking more about censorship and talking more about things that are kind of trending topics, particularly among other YouTubers who are going to search these things out. But that's not the only thing. Like, my fasting videos are performing well. It's, fat fasting, Jimmy Moore is a good performer. But this fat fasting video is getting fucking all kinds of play. I think I can attribute that to Thomas DeLauer putting a video out on it, because then that makes more people fast or search for that topic. And when they search for that topic, I'm like one of like 3 or 4 YouTubers that even bothered fucking talking about fat fasting. So that's probably what's driving that traffic. So thanks, Mr. DeLauer, for letting us lower forms of life have some YouTube exposure and leaving a little piece of the pie for the rest of us. But that's why I may give him shit, but I'm not complaining, in terms of what he's doing. And it's good because then we're reaching a wider audience. But still, this might be sloppy seconds from Thomas DeLauer's fat fasting video. Vegetable Plea. The rest of these videos are kind of performing about average for what they are. So my 48-hour activity has been double what it normally is. Like, I'm at 3,180 views so far for 48 hours. That's double what I'm used to. I'm used to 1,000, 1,200, on a good day 1,500. Doubled. I didn't really change that much other than I cranked out more videos. I didn't really censor myself that much. I even had a copyright strike at one point, which got resolved. Like, I went at, I did the this is fair use and counterclaimed it. And then they dropped it and it went back to normal. So that's all taken care of. No strikes on my record or anything like that for that. So that's good. Now, I wish I could say I'm happy with every way everything's going, because if I come into my fucking videos here, I can see that I still have the yellow icon of unhappiness popping up throughout my history. I'm still more monetized than not monetized, but and there's no rhyme or reason. Like, I'm talking about banning hot dogs, and I think maybe because I mentioned this, that took a shit. If I come up to here, and I don't know how well you can see, let me zoom in a little more. Should I delete? This is censorship topic. And these aren't getting a whole lot of views either. The average, basically, probably just my subscribers, and not even close to all of them, are viewing this shit. So it's kind of interesting. I can't explain it. I just can't explain it. So if I take a look at impressions, this is one of the drivers of growth in traffic and new subscribers is having my thumbnails pop up in front of more people, which allows more people to click through, which allows growth. Because somebody clicks through and likes what I do, they'll subscribe. So what am I getting above average impressions on? Well, I'm getting a whole lot of impressions on fat fasting right now. Way above the norm. About 3 times my impressions that I normally get. And as a result of having a 6%, which, 4 to 6% is my click-through rate on average, because I suck at thumbnails and clickbait apparently. But, more people are clicking through. They're not watching much. They're watching part of it. It is what it is. And watch time's kind of shitty, but I'm getting good ad revenue on this. I'm getting lots of views. People are clicking. I'm probably not going to bring a lot of subscribers in if they're not patient enough to stick through the video. But, that's what I would look at that kind of shit. People are clicking this now obsolete video, because that's partially what this video is about, is Jimmy Moore is no longer censored for now. Don't know how he ranks when you search for shit. But I even noticed that. So let's check that real quick. Now I checked this the other day and I ranked on keto. On like within a page, there was one of my videos for keto. So let's take a look. I don't know how this works. I don't know if it's different for everyone, but if I do a search for keto, let's see where I pop up. Keto Connect always gets a lot of play. Some of these are people I'm subscribed to, which is a good sign. I can tell you, I haven't seen Primal Edge Health rank in quite a while. In fact, I haven't even seen him pop up in any of my feeds for a while. So I don't know if he's currently making videos. I don't have any filters on this right now. So we got vegan keto. Surprise, surprise. Darren Schmidt. So this seems to be improving. I can tell you previously when I searched, I was getting tons of Dr. Oz, even though I don't fucking click on the motherfucker. Ken Berry, that's good. I approve of that. Well, I'm still getting Dr. Oz and Ruled Me. You know, multiple times. So there's clearly a skew here still. Thomas DeLauer always ranked. So that's not a big news there. I'm not popping up now. Oh, wait. Yeah, I am. Okay. So I'm still ranking. I'm still on here. And, you know, that's not normal for me. I've done searches like this repeatedly in the past just to see where I stand in terms of people looking for keto, finding my shit. So I'm still ranking. I'm a little bit, you know, I'm halfway down the page, but it's a reasonable scrolling distance to get to my videos. I don't know who you have to suck off to get up to number one, but apparently Dr. Oz and Ruled Me are pretty good at those because they are almost always at the top of my search results for keto. And they're getting, you know, 4.8 million views. Okay, YouTube, let's spread the wealth. If a fucking video is getting that many views, the least you could do is rank some other motherfuckers up here every once in a while. Maybe knock that down 4 or 5. But who knows, you know, other than the fact that it's a mainstream media thing, and the CEO of YouTube has said that they are tweaking algorithms to promote mainstream media and marginalize the rest of us so that we don't, quote unquote, provide that unrealistic news. Or I'm thinking of a term that won't get me fucked. That other kind of news that nobody is supposed to hear. We're only allowed to hear Dr. Oz. That's the real health news. Not Scott the truck driver. That dickhead's full of shit. Fuck that guy. It is what it is, I guess. It's nice to see 2 keto dudes getting some play on here. I hear that they have a successful podcast audience, so that's why their YouTube's channel isn't quite as big as it should be. But yeah, you know, let's take a look at intermittent fasting. How am I doing there? Will the Google gods bless me? I recently made a video on this, so I should be on here, right? Intermittent fasting. Nope. No, gravity. And of course, Thomas DeLauer is on there. And once again, number 1, Dr. Oz. You would think there's no other motherfuckers but fucking Dr. Oz. No favoritism here, right? Dr. Oz is apparently the most wise individual on the fucking planet when it comes to who knows shit about... I'm already re-triggering. I was starting to give YouTube a little bit benefit of the doubt, but we're going to... And I think I need to keep doing these kind of videos, and maybe somebody at YouTube will see it and be like, okay, we need to fix that or tweak that. I'm hoping that's what's going on. Because I'm still well and truly confused as to what I, as a small creator, have to do to please the YouTube overlords, to bless me with growth and exposure, which is really all I give a shit about. Ad revenue's nice, but if it's gone, it's gone. But it's the growth and exposure and impressions that I care about, to be honest with you. I want people to, at the very least, take a look at my ugly ass on a thumbnail before they decide not to watch my shit. So digging down here, what do we got? No, I'm not anywhere even close to ranking on intermittent fasting. even though I just did the fat fasting video, which if you search for fat fasting, I rank. But as far as intermittent fasting, even though I've been doing this for such a long time, I probably need to talk about it a little bit more. I'll admit that. Oh, there I am. Finally. It only took forever, and this is a video I did a day ago. It's a little low in the rankings, despite it being new, despite talking about some new things and having discussions on some of my things about intermittent fasting and going over some of the things that Megan Ramos said, but it's still pretty low in the rankings on a unfucked with search. So, and once again, just to remind you how to properly search YouTube nowadays, somebody told me to try just doing it by the week, but if you don't have that kind of time where you can check it every week, that I could see how that'd be an issue. But let's do it by the week and see how I do then. So we got intermittent fasting, and Dr. Oz apparently is still godly, but he's not first place anymore. Newbie Fitness Academy, a much smaller creator, with 108 views. I'm guessing they're a smaller creator because Dr. Oz already has 5K and he did it 6 hours ago. So, yeah, Thomas DeLauer, of course, talking about the weight gain video. Haven't watched it yet. Probably not going to watch it, to be honest with you. So I rank in a reasonable area when you do a search like this. So does anybody else. This is like what levels the playing field. When you take the algorithm out of being between you. So if on any topic you are searching, that's what you have to do. Just a reminder of that. I already talked about this multiple times. I just wanted to reiterate it for people that if you really want to keep up with everything and discover what small YouTubers and small creators have to say about a certain topic, or you're fighting against the censorship that is hardcore programmed into it, this is what you do to weed that shit out. So, and then unless they've removed them from search entirely, you will come across the content you're looking for, more than likely. But you're also going to come across content that sucks that you're not interested in. But that's your job as the viewer to determine, not some fucking algorithm to protect you and shit. So I've got a couple videos that are performing well, you know, and this is my average performance down here. This is what it looks like on average down here, around 8,000-9,000, sometimes 4,000 or 5,000. A lot of these are older videos. Like Keto Cramps isn't that long ago, 9,000. That's about average. Click rate depends on, you know, a lot of variables, like what I'm talking about, who I'm trying to reach. I got 9.1% on this latest video where I'm going over, you know, that does fasting cause muscle loss, because I know that's a clickbaitable title. It's more not the thumbnail so much as the title on that one. You know, I'll be working in the future to try and improve my click-through rate, because the click-through rate is I'm the only one that can control that. It has to be my title, and what I put in the thumbnail, that whether or not it'll determine a click for my video. So, but the impressions are entirely YouTube. I have little to no control over this, and I have no idea why it gives these videos, which pretty much cover similar topics I've covered in the past, more exposure. And it seemed like a light switch. From the moment Jimmy Moore band broke as news and I started talking about it, I'm getting more impressions. And I have no fucking idea why. I don't know what I'm doing right other than making more videos. I do know that the algorithm will be pleased if you are just cranking out content, barely sleeping, spending 16 to 18 hours a day making videos. This is what you get in return, is an extra 2 to 3 times impressions. Okay, I got it. I got the message on that, YouTube. You want me to work my ass off for the extra, $75 that you'll give me or whatever. Actually, it's probably more like 50 so far. So far. Could get higher. But this is, last month I think I was sitting at, by the end of the month I got to $75. So I've got a little bit of a raise for all of my efforts. But like I said, you guys funded that. YouTube still isn't paying enough, in my opinion, for this level of content creation. But yeah, this is where I'm at. I gotta crank out tons more videos to promote growth. But that doesn't really address the issue of the yellow icon of fuck-offedness that will nuke any income, especially if you're depending on ad revenue as a YouTuber. But I've become more dependent on contributions from my subscribers than on YouTube ad revenue at this point. And also, DLive, I've already earned, I think it's close to, I want to say $150 this month. Yeah, 150, 160, somewhere in there, of revenue just by streaming. And streaming is it's still time intense, and I still got to work pretty hard and talk a lot. But it's different, and it's more like a hangout. But you guys have been fucking awesome over there. Like, I'm already got enough for affiliate. I put the application in for that. Next thing I'm going to have my site set on once that's approved. Hopefully, I'll try and go for verified partner, which is where then I get 24 or 25 days before a replay drops off of the system, and that'll save me a lot of trouble in terms of video hosting, and I'll be able to kind of change my model up as far as how I get content to the subscribers on ScottTheTruckDriver.com. So that's the good news. Is I feel like, we got PragerU suing, we've got the LGBTQ class action lawsuit that's going. We got the union over in Europe that is threatening to sue, that have unionized and created a list of demands. And another thing I've noticed since all of this has been going on is a change in what I see in my feed. I'm actually starting to see some of the other subscribers who I have not clicked on in a while, the people I've subscribed to, pop up in my feed. Some of whom are small, some of whom are big. My theory is YouTube may be trying to clean house algorithmically in case, they have to present this data to courts. That's my thoughts on what it isn't. They certainly didn't watch me bitching, because I've been bitching for years, to suddenly decide to tweak and fix this shit. There was definitely a change in the past 2 weeks, because I went from being like completely enraged about it to I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I don't know. Could this mean I have a future as a YouTuber? I'm not ready to say that yet. I'm not ready to even really call myself a YouTuber now. I'm more a content creator, because I create for multiple platforms now. And I will continue to push for my website to be my central platform. I don't want to throw all my eggs into Google's basket. And it's going to take a lot of mea culpa on their part. It's going to take a lot of communication and a lot of transparency to reestablish trust between us creators and YouTube. The trust isn't there. Literally every fucking YouTuber I watch is bitching about this stuff. Some of whom have nothing to do with politics, nothing to do with anything of that nature. And almost everybody that's talking about anything that's not mainstream or not, that might be considered controversial, almost all of them are complaining about the demonetization and the deranking of their videos. So, the fact that this whole thing is kind of blowing up to lawsuits and a bunch of YouTubers just constantly hammering to their audiences that this is going on and that something needs to be done, to the point where you guys have been commenting and saying YouTube has sucked lately, and you tell me all the things that you're having problems with as far as being a viewer. And I'm hoping that all of this noise is finally getting through to somebody at YouTube, to where they are willing to meet us halfway and give us a leg up. You've given this leg up to the mainstream channels and the mainstream news media. You even said, the CEO has even said that she is going to downrank certain things in the search and uprank mainstream media sources like CNN. And I think she even said CNN. You can find that. It's floating around. But I'm hoping that they will realize that if they do this, they're going to lose not only creators and new innovation in content that the mainstream media will not provide, because they're just used to their one formula that is advertiser friendly for them, and that's what they'll stick to. It's why they're coming here, because they failed on their own platform. Who would ever thought more people would be watching streaming than cable TV? The ratings on channels on YouTube are higher than anything on cable TV, for the most part. I think maybe the Super Bowl still has some advantage of ratings. But, all the news outlets have shittier ratings than like 3/4 of the fucking channels here on YouTube, it seems. There's 1 billion people here on YouTube watching shit. There's a couple million making shit. Not everybody who's on YouTube is making content. Most people are here to consume content. So I guess my plea is, I hope YouTube is listening. I hope they're listening to us creators. I hope they're listening to the complaints of the viewers as well in the comments. I hope they're seeing that the writing is already on the wall in terms of where they're going. And they have a choice. They can continue on their path and pretty much send all of us small creators or aspiring creators looking for a different platform to host our content on. And then the viewers, who will be starved of this kind of content, this free thinking, free speech content, they'll go looking for us and find us on another platform. And I already see it on a small scale for my own situation. A lot of people have followed my content over. If I wanted to be exclusive elsewhere, I could. And probably make just as much money as I would make being YouTube exclusive, if I've, wanted to go that route. I don't want to abandon YouTube completely. And I'm not. But I'm not going to sit here without saying what's on my mind about it. And I also want to keep my subscribers up to date on everything that has me thinking or has me triggered or whatever. It's important to me to make sure that this channel has a shot if I ever want to do this full time. Because I can tell you, having been doing it full time the last couple weeks, this is a lot of work, and I'm hoping it pays off someday. I've got enough income coming in from this full-time work. I'm not adequately compensated for my time, but I hope that the time I'm putting in now leads to future growth. And that's kind of the principle of starting a YouTube channel in the first place, is you're going to put in a lot of free work. My first 2-3 years my first 2 years of YouTube, I didn't make shit. And then it started to take off. It started to grow. And now here I am. I quit my trucking job, and I'm doing this along with a few other businesses I do full time. And if they take that away from me, then I'm not going to have time to make content. And I really want YouTube to pay their fair share for my work, my hard work. YouTube's not paying me for it. You guys are. You, the viewer, have supported this. You know, it used to be a 50-50-ish split with a heavy leaning towards subscribers supporting what I do more than YouTube. Then YouTube's ad revenue crashed so far and the growth stagnated for so long that it was slowly starving me out. And I'm hoping that this is the sign that that's over with, that the famine has ended, that I can once again resume growth, that 10,000 subscribers or 20 or 30 or 100,000 subscribers could be in my reach. I'm hoping that this is a sign that I shouldn't give up yet on the goal of being a full-time YouTuber, an independent content creator who doesn't need clients, who can generate his own content. That's kind of the goal. I don't want to have to do client work if I don't have to, but right now I'm not in a position to turn anything down. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with this. If you could think of anything, please say in the comments why you think your theory, and I'm not going to agree with all of you, but I welcome theories on why you think I'm suddenly seeing this sharp change in trajectory in my analytics. So this isn't, if we look back over 90 days, this is not normal what's going on with me now. Certainly not in a consistent fashion of $8 to $13 a day in ad revenue. Or if I come back here, you can occasionally see a spike like this, but it's fairly consistent. If we look over time, this is where I'm at now. You can see this minuscule. Now these are live streams here. That's what these huge spikes are live streams. That's the amount I've made over 365 days. Try to make a living off of that. Like, I should be making that a month with the amount of work I put in, to be honest with you. And there was a time period between the two of them, and it hasn't been in the last year, I'll tell you that, where, YouTube ad revenue was decent, and so was the contributions and the growth. All of it lined up to me making, I think the peak month, I made $1,200 for the month. And then it just went downhill after that peak to abysmal. I was, down to, there was one month I think I made $200, maybe $300 total between contributions and but that's kind of where we're at, as far as it's a steady line. And I'm seeing this trend now since I started cranking out a lot more videos. And it's not like I never had periods where I cranked out shit tons of videos in this either. I've tried everything, but for some reason now it seems to be working. You can see like right here, there's 3, 4, 2, there's a lot of videos there. Now this was a kind of a period that was sparse, which I can see. That's why that's the way that is. But I was pretty consistent on video production, and I would have occasional spikes. That and these large spikes are, of course, the live streams. Like, this was a particularly profitable live stream. I think that might be a Dave and MSP thing that happened there. But yeah, that's my year. That's where, do you want to work 70 hours a week and have that be even half your pay? Like, if you made double this, would that be enough? If I made $4,000 a year, is that a good full-time job to dump all of your resources in? So, yeah. And I can tell you, I made altogether, with all my income streams combined, including the non-YouTube stuff, the ride share, the other job, client work, and all of that, I still made under $12,000 last year. So I survived because I'm a minimalist, but that's the deal. This is not your responsibility either as a subscriber. I'm not asking you to prop me up. I know some of you might do it anyway, even though I keep telling you don't have to. I just want YouTube to pay their fair share of this. I don't think it's right that all my subscribers have to support me to keep me going. When you got a $1 billion company, $1 trillion company like Google at the helm, making billions of dollars off of the content we create. How are they making billions of dollars and the rest of us are fucking starving in terms of income? Seems a little one-sided, and if you think in terms of partnership. And there's all kinds of things they could do without even breaking a sweat. And I think the most important thing they can do is allow us to continue to grow. Don't starve us out by fucking us with this algorithm censorship. Do not let machines that cannot even fucking interpret our videos properly decide whether or not we get to make money on a video. If you're gonna fucking come in and take us down or demonetize us, do it by hand. And I know that's a lot of motherfuckers you're gonna have to employ. It might cut into that $1 billion profit or whatever the fuck it is. You know, hire some people to do it. Incentivize. You don't even have to have infrastructure. You can be like, okay, we're paying people to look at content. Make it jury system. Don't leave all the power in one person's hands. So there's all kinds of things you could do to put humans in charge of this. Not that I'm saying humans are infallible, but make it fair with who you choose to do these kinds of things, of course. But they're not going to do that. You know why? Because it's money and shit. So I really do hope. I really do hope it's changing. You know, I hope that this is a sign of growth, of a new beginning. I'll keep you posted. You know, I honestly, I can't say what it is. I you know, it's so hard and it's stressful, to be honest with you, to try and want to work, and you work so hard on something like this, and you feel like you're beating up against a wall. Like there's not much you can do about it at all. You just got to kind of take it, you know, and a lot of YouTubers are not taking it. And I haven't been taking it. I've been standing up platforms. I'm working on building my own as far as my website goes. And I always have podcasting as a backup plan too. So I'm not without outs, but I don't know. But what the fuck do I know? Because I'm not an expert. I'm just a fucking asshole. Please like and subscribe for more shit. Make sure you go and in the comments on Jimmy Moore's channel and say, okay, what happened? Did they tell you why they gave your channel back or what the problem was? Did they compensate you for the fucking over a month of time you were down and you weren't getting revenue from? You know, good questions. I hope he gets on and addresses some of that. I would hope he would live stream something like that so people can ask him in real time. Because I'm curious. I'm curious about it. If you found this video enlightening, head to ScottTheTruckDriver.com. Leave a tip in the virtual fucking tip jar. Also, you can subscribe to my email list to stay informed and take the algorithm out of whether or not you know if I publish my shit. Not to mention, I'm now writing blogs again. So occasionally I'll do a blog post on something and show you some of the content I watched that triggered me to write the blog in the first place. I'll send you links to videos through that way, of stuff that, you know, got me thinking and stuff like that. Follow me on DLive if you want to participate in my live streams. That is still going to be my exclusive live stream platform for now, and until such time as I'm not happy there. But for now, it's my place that I'm going to stream. And so if you want to hang out with me, interact with me in real time, talk about these various topics that I'm into, watch shit together, like we're on the couch watching shit together. Somebody said that in my chat room the other day, and I was just like, yeah, it is kind of like that. We're all just sitting here watching like science lectures and shit and learning and talking about it. And it generated quite a few little moments of me being triggered and talking shit. So I am leaning. I'm starting to become a pretty much a commentary channel. So head on over to the D Live and follow me there and join the party. But you don't have to, because you can just go to ScottTheTruckDriver.com, subscribe to the email list, and then you can download or listen to through audio podcasts that are new. Those will get posted after the 7 days on D Live. So when it falls off of D Live, I'll throw it into the subscriber lounge on ScottTheTruckDriver.com. And yeah, I think that's all I got for today. Have a nice motherfucking day. And shit. I really hope this is the sign of things to come. I really do. I really hope that I can resume growth and restore my faith in YouTube someday, but that's asking a lot. It's asking a whole lot. Let's get rid of them fucking yellow icons, or at the very least tell me why they're there. Because I still don't know why they're there. Doesn't make any sense. That's right, YouTube. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Some videos have the exact same fucking me swearing and shit in them. Some of them have, it's just some keyword somewhere that I don't know, that I'm unaware of, that I'm supposedly not allowed to talk about because it's not advertiser friendly. Tell us what's not advertiser friendly. What makes that icon go off? And we'll stop it. I guarantee you. People will stop it. We'll work around it. We'll come up with little, alternative words in the language to get around it. But for the most part, I'd like to know what I can't talk about or what topics I'm not allowed to cover. That'd be even cool. At least then I know up front that a video is going to be demonetized, instead of guessing whether or not my shit's demonetized. I don't even know if this fucking video is demonetized. It is now, because I just said fuck a bunch of fucking times, and apparently there's a limit to how many fucking times you say fuck before you fucking get the fucking yellow fucking icon. Fucking piece of shit, yellow icon shit. Take your machine learning and shove it right up your ass. Right up your ass.